Okay. Yeah. So what we will do today is we will do practice problems on the last week concepts. Okay. So we'll do some tricky questions so that you will get deeper understanding of problems and some new topics or some small new concepts here and there in the questions only. And we'll practice one small project in the class if we get time. And also I will give you practice problems and I will give you a project to work on. So for this week you will have a project and you will get practice problems most probably every day, because this week and next week we will cover important topics which is related to data structures and algorithms. Okay, so we will cover collections framework, we will cover array and array list. So all those are very important strings. Okay, like that based on the time we get, but yeah, we will cover these important topics. Okay, and I will also give little bit like brushing on data structures and algorithms, so which might be important for your interviews. Okay, so let's start. So first I'll two small concepts which I missed last time. So in interfaces, right? What did I tell? We can have, yeah, can you, yeah. So this was the things we have done in interfaces. So in interfaces, we have created flyable interface, swimmable interface. Okay, and based on that, we have implemented class fish is implementing swimmable, class duck is implementing both. Okay, we have seen this same in case of payment method. Okay, now it can be like you can create an interface. Let's say interface test. Okay, let it be any interface. Okay, and you have functions like void test one, method one. Okay, and void method two. Okay, and now sorry, and now you can have interface test 2 extends test 1. So you can even extend interfaces. Okay. So you will not use implement here because you're extending interface. That means now whatever class that will implement test 2 should also implement these method 1 and method 2. So let's say void method 3. Okay. Let's create a class so you will understand. Class test 1, test 3. Okay. Implements test 2. Okay, let me do something like this, and it is telling class test3 must be either declared abstract or implement abstract methods. Okay, implement methods. Okay, you must implement these three methods. So let's say I will not select, I'll just select this and this. Let's say not select method 2, and it will still show error. Must be declared, or method 2 must be implemented. So implement methods. So all these three methods has to be implemented. So to extend an interface, you need extends. So don't get confused. If in any tricky question, some interface is extended and you will mark compilation error because interfaces you have never seen in the class interfaces can be extended. No, interface can be extended, and what it means of extending, all the methods you have declared here will be similar to like this. So it is same as method 1 void method 2. Okay, and if you don't put something like this and previous what I have written was same. Okay, so why did they give extends function in interfaces? You can have like very hierarchy and interfaces. One interface created like a parent interface. Okay, and multiple child interfaces. Okay, let's say display interface in the same this fish thing, there is a display interface. Okay, and every other interface extends display because display function will be there in every class. Now fish will also have to implement display. Okay, so why this extends feature is there? Because to give hierarchy in interfaces. Even interfaces you can have multiple hierarchy, and it is easier for you to not duplicate interfaces as well. Okay, so you need not write something like this. So you are duplicating here, right? Instead you can write extends test. Okay, so you don't have to write this. Okay, so this is one thing. And second thing, let's go to access modifiers. Where did I do package 1, package 2? Okay, not animal. Okay, we have did this. Okay, and we have did a dog. Okay, here, so when you are using protected, okay, so let's see here what was the class. First let's see animal class. So we have used this as public, name as public. You remember these examples, right? Who else joined? Good morning, Pawan. Okay, so uh, location was private and type was protected and int was age. See, age was no access modifier, default access modifier. We'll tell that. Okay, in dog you can just access name because that's public, and I think you can access type as well because that's protected. Okay, but can you do something like this? Cat is equal to new cat. Okay, name cat, location India, carnivore, and age is 10. Let's say. Okay, this is the new cat definition. So can we access another class cat.name? This we can access because it's public. Okay. Now let's do same thing for other variables. Cat.location can we access? We are not. Okay. Cat.age, no, because these two are private. This is by default, private, not in package. So default means it is package protected. Within package you can access or else it's not. Can you access type? You can tell, hey Kumar, this is cat. Cat is a subclass. In a subclass, this is dog. In a subclass, we should be able to access. No, we can access only its type. Okay, dog ka type. We cannot access some other subclass type here. That is not possible. So this is one important point. Okay, don't get confused. We cannot access some other subclass protected variable. We can only access its own. Okay, clear? Okay, and anywhere if you want to do something like this dot type, there you can access. Okay, if you want to do so, this dot type is equal to, let's say, carnivore. Okay, this you can do, but you can't do this dot location. This will fail. You can't do this dot age. Okay, you can do this dot name. So this in this dot you can access type and you can create objects and you can access. Okay, but you can't access some other subclasses. Even you cannot create something like this. This is also not allowed. Okay, even if it is of dog type. Let's say if it is of dog, even then it is not allowed. Only in subclass, only in subclass. Okay, even parent class type you cannot access in subclass. Okay, is this clear? Any doubts? Aditi, Arvind, Pavan, any doubts you guys have?
No,
Okay,
sir.
so two important points I have added in this lecture. One is interfaces can also be extended. Okay, second point, protected members in another package. If you want to access protected member of another package in another package, that should be of its own class type. Okay, it cannot be of parent class, it cannot be of some other subclass type. Okay, that might be little confusing, but yeah, this is the important point to note. Okay, so these are the two important things which I missed last week. These two I have added. Let's start with practice problems. If you have any doubts, please stop me. So what we will do, we will see a problem. Okay, you guys can take 1 minute and put answers on chat. Okay, I will open chat also here in the side. I'm not sure if you are able to see in screen, but yeah, I am able to see. So let's start this. What is the output of following program? I will just explain the program. So here is an automobile class. There is a drive function. And again, car class extends an automobile class, which also has a drive function. Okay? And another class, this electric car extends again car. So this is multi-level inheritance. Okay? That has override function for drive. Okay? And in the main function, we are creating an object and we are telling print car.drive. Okay? Just take a look at these variables also. What are the access modifiers? Okay? I will tell you in today's class, when overriding, what is the rules for access modifier? Okay, we will see in one example. Okay, so options are A, driving vehicle, what will be printed? B, driving car. C, driving an electric car. D, compilation error. Will it compile first? First thing you have to check is whether the code will compile or not. Okay? You can start putting answer. Even if you don't know, just put any A, B, C, D, anything, whichever you feel like. But just put something. Okay, D is compilation error. Okay? I'll wait for a minute. 7:19, you can take a look at the question. Arvind, Aditi, Pavan, please put it on a chat. Yeah, 1 minute is done. Anyone? Anyone can explain? Can you guys explain? Okay, I will explain. Okay, what? Give me a minute. Yeah. So this is a private class, private method, drive. Okay, and this is protected. Okay, what is meaning of protected? We can access in its subclass. So this here it is accessible, but this drive is not accessible to car because it's a private. Clear? So this is not overriding. Okay, you have to think about this. This is not overriding. This is some other drive method. This is some other drive method. Okay, so based on even access modifier, you can change the behavior of overriding. Okay, so private methods cannot be overridden because it's private. That is the definition of private. Okay, so this drive, this is overriding because it has public. So what is the rules when we are doing access modifier overriding? Okay, overridden method must be less restrictive. So what is meaning of less restrictive? So order of restriction is private. Private methods cannot be overridden. Default. So if it is default, your overridden method can be default or protected or public. Okay. If it is protected, if this is protected, your overridden method can be protected or public. It cannot be default access modifier. Okay. And if it is public, your overridden must be public. It cannot be default, it cannot be protected. It cannot be private as well. So private is not allowed when you are overriding. Okay. If you want to override, so that is the question. If everything is private, then this is not overriding. Okay. Clear? Now let's see. You are creating an object of, you are doing upcasting here. This is the actual object and this is your parent class object. Okay. Okay, so new electric car. So here what happens? What will be the car dot drive? Which function will be called? This function will be called. Why? Because in this is runtime polymorphism, dynamic method dispatch. Clear? Any doubts? Let's run and see if possible. Okay, I will create another package. Oops. Oops. Practice problems. Okay. Let's create a new class. Assignment. What a name? It was automobile. Okay, let's replace this and rename the class to electric car. Okay, so let's run this. Driving an electric car. Okay, why? Because it is runtime polymorphism. This will define which function to run. So what is the first thing you check? You check whether this is overriding correctly or not. Okay, if this is overriding correctly, overriding means this is same. Okay, this is same, and this can be less restrictive. This can be public or protected. If it is final, it's not a problem. And this override at override annotation is not giving an error here. That means this is proper override. If it is an override, then this electric car function will be printed. The function that will be used in upcasting will depend on this, not on this. Okay, just remember this. Okay, clear? So answer for this is C. Okay, which access modifier can be used here? So whatever I have told the concept in first question, I have asked it in a second question. Okay, can I want you guys to answer this? Okay, I want you guys to put options for this. So this is a shape class. It has protected void display in shape.java file. Okay, since we can't put files here, I have put shape.java file. This is in circle.java file. Okay, public class circle extends shape. Okay, now I want you to tell in place of this access modifier, which access modifiers can be used. Only protected can be used. Public and protected both can be used. Public, protected, and private can be used. Only the public can be used. Arvind, Aditi, Pavan, please answer on the chat. Just put A, B, C, D. Any option which you like. I'll wait for a minute. What happened? You guys have doubts on this, or you are not willing to put answers on chat? Okay, I'll just ask. Pavan, can you just answer this? This is the way I think you will have to speak.
Only public can be used.
No, just now I told because like just remember. I'll just write this as a rule so that you guys can remember. Here. Okay. So if private cannot be overridden, definitely because that is the meaning of private. If default access, okay, what can be used in overridden functions? Default. Okay, default can be used. I think if you are overriding in the same package, if you are overriding in some other package, you cannot use default because this is not accessible. that cannot be overridden. So that is also there is a rule, but okay. Default protected and public. Okay. If protected, okay, then protected and public. If public, you must use public. Okay, so this is the rule. So based on this, this is protected. What can be this? Public and protected, both can be used. Okay, so answer for 2 is B. Okay, what will be the output of the following Java program? There is a base class. In the base class construct, so I will, whenever you are looking for some these kind of tricky questions in interview, okay, it might be some online test or something. What you have to see is you have to see each and every word carefully. Okay, very, very carefully. Sometimes they won't write this extend shape. Okay, they will not write this. But if you forget to see, you will see shape, circle, or circle might be extending, and you answer based on that. Everything will go wrong. Okay, each and every word you have to check what access modifier it is used, whether static is used, whether final is used, whether class is extending or not, whether it is implementing or not, what are the rules for implementation, what are the rules for, okay? And it is not like you have to remember the rules. They are understandable based on definition. I have taught you like that only. What is static? If you know exactly what is meaning of static, you can derive your own rules. Okay? It should be that clear. If you are having any doubts, you can ping me. That's not a problem. Okay, I will explain again. So what will be the output? So this is constructor. Okay, this is not some function. Here we had a function. So you have to see this carefully, these things. So class base mein there is a constructor which is printing base. Class derived mein there is another constructor that is printing derived. Again, you are seeing this extends is there. Deri derived. Deri derived extends again derived. It is multi-level inheritance. In that constructor, we are printing deri derived. Okay? And now we are creating an object of derived B, new deri derived. Okay? You want to create object of deri derived, but you are upcasting. Okay? What will be printed? Okay? Whether base derived deri derived will be printed, whether derived deri derived will be printed, whether deri derived base will be printed, or deri derived will be printed. Okay? So tell me, what do you think? I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, I will explain. So whenever you are inheriting, okay, if you instantiate an object, okay, all parent class constructor will be called. Okay, what order? Order will be super class first. Okay, if you are creating an object of deri derived, it does not depend on anything of this. If you want to instantiate an object, constructor will be called. So first this constructor will be called. Okay, by default, its parent constructor will be called. By default, its parent constructor will be called. Okay, if you want, let's try this out. Even I don't know whether this will work or not. Let's check. Okay, let's create a class test here and replace this code. Okay, no problem. Everything fine. Let's run. Okay, base derived deri derived. So which order? From the super class this constructor is called. Okay, It is like super is already there here. Understand it like that. Okay? If there are arguments, you will have to specify super. But if there are no arguments, I don't think you will have to specify. So this, consider it like this. Super is there. So first super will be called. When you go to this super, this derived is called. Now derived mein again there is a super. Base is called. So base will be printed. Base is returned. Now derived will be printed. Now derived will be printed. So understand it like that. Clear? Any doubts? Aditi, Pavan, Arvind, any doubts? Okay, I will proceed. So this A is answer. So answer for 3 is A. Why? Because so in every question we have learnt a concept. Okay, this is runtime polymorphism. Upcasting में dynamic method dispatch will be avoided. First check overriding is executing correctly or not. If the function is properly overridden, then if there is an upcasting, check if there is an upcasting. If there is an upcasting, that means this the function that will be executed will be depending on this. It will not depend on this. It will just it will just check if car.drive is accessible. Okay. And in second, we learned which access modifiers can be used for which keywords when overriding. In case of overriding, which access modifier can be used. So the rule is less restrictive. Okay. Order of restriction is private is most restrictive, then default, then protected, then public. Okay. In third question, order of execution of constructor in case of inheritance. We have seen this. Okay. Now let's see next question. What will be the output of the following program? Okay. In this, the another concept is we have static block. Okay. And we have another block which is not named. Okay. I haven't told you about this. Okay. So I will explain this. I will not expect you guys to know this because I haven't taught you this. So what does this mean? If you don't have static, if you have static block, it is executed only once when the first object is instantiated. Okay? So that is this. Okay? If you have normal blocks, okay? So this static block and this block are executed before constructor is being called. Okay? If you have normal block, that is variable initializer, that is object initializer. Okay? What does that mean? Whenever you create an instance of object, this will be executed. Static means only once. This will be executed every time an object is created. Okay? Clear? Now we have abstract class. Okay? We have just in static block we have print 1, in constructor we have print 2, and in variable initializer print 3. Same in blue car that extends car, we have object initializer or variable initializer, we have print 4, and we are calling super of blue, so we are calling string dot name. Okay? And we are printing 5. So if you are creating an object new blue car, what will be printed? Okay. So in the previous question, we have learned the concept key first parent class things will be printed, then base class. Because your super is called. Once super is called, this has to execute first. Okay. So before going to constructor of class, static block will be executed first. So 1 will be printed. So 1 is correct. Then variable initializer 3 will be printed. 3. Okay. Then constructor 2 will be printed. Okay. Then its own variable initializer 4 and then constructor 5. So 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. This is the option. Okay. So to confuse, they have put, you can see they have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay. You some people might think key variable initializer is called after constructor. No. Once constructor exits, the call is returned to this blue car. So nothing can be called after this. Okay? So this will be printed. And why it's not printing in separate line? This here they are using print, not println. Okay? You'll have to see these things also carefully. What word is used, what is used here, abstract class is used here. Okay? If someone is trying to create an object of type car not upcasting, then it might lead to compilation error. Okay? So answer for 4 is C. So what did we learn here? Variable initializer. Okay? Fifth question. What will be output of the following program? Okay, there is a class math. We have a secret too. There is a complex class complex math. Its secret is 4. We have a infinite math that extends complex math. Its secret is 8. Okay, sorry, one thing. Let's just print this and see. Blue car. So duplicate class. So electric car we have already had car, so we cannot have in the same package we cannot have. So I'm naming this as car 1, naming this as car 1, naming this as car 1. Okay, no problem. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. This is the option. Okay, C 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so fifth, what will be the output of the following program? So we are creating an object of infinite math. Upcasting to math, which is of parent class. If I print math.secret, what will happen? I'll give you 1 minute. You can put your answers on the chat. So the answer is 2. Okay. Here, in this case, dynamic method dispatch won't occur because these are not methods. These are variables, instance variables. Overriding, overloading will not happen for instance variable. Those are only for methods. Okay. So if you are creating an object of type math and I told which variables and functions are accessible depends on this, right? So math.secret, secret what is present. Okay. So math.secret will call this. Okay. 2 will be printed. Let's check this out. Infinite math new class. Okay. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. 2. Why it is printing 2.0? Because it's a double. Okay. Now let's see what happens if we do this as complex math. What happens? Which it will print? It will print 4. Okay. So these are not like overriding or overloading. Instance variables cannot be overloaded or overridden. There is no concept of overloading or overriding in instance variable. Those are only for methods. Okay, don't get confused. Clear? So the answer is A. What will be the output of following code? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. What will be the output of following code? We have a test class again, okay, which has print function that is doing print of integer. So what is a new concept you learned today here in this question? We learned that instance variable cannot be overloaded or overridden. Okay. Here, what will be the output of the following code? So this is overloading, not overriding, because you are using multiple print function in the same class. Okay, there is no extend thing. The only difference here is it is overloading based on type of the argument. So integer, int, long. Okay, so it is asking which test.print, which print function will be seen. Since you are just putting 10, so will it go to long, will it go to int, or will it go to integer? So will the program first tell program results in compilation error, ambiguous overload? Are this correct overloading? It is correct because these are different data types. Okay. Now let's run this and see where it will go. I think I'll have to copy it separately. Okay. Everything is fine. Okay. So this print, this print, this print, which print will be executed? Okay. From the color itself, I can tell this print is executed because that is highlighted. These two are not highlighted. Highlighted here in the ID, highlighted means these are not getting used. Okay. I is not used anywhere in this function, so it is not getting highlighted. Okay. These prints are not used. So from the literal itself, it is identifying this 10 is integer. Okay. Not long or integer. So how is this working? Okay. So whenever you put some integer literals like this 2 3 2 3 2 3 3 2 something like that. Okay. If it is outside in, let's say if you do something big, 100, nothing changes, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakhs, more, more, more. Okay. So it is going out of int range. Okay. It is not even going to long because these literals cannot be defined as long. You will have to cast it like this. Okay, even for long, I think it's out of range. Integer number too large. Okay, so if you do something like this, 10. Now which function it is going to? It is going to long. Okay, now it knows that this is long, even if the value is 10. Okay, if I do something like this, now it will go to integer. Okay, so the rule directly is for any, let's say if you don't have these functions. Okay, let's say you just do something like this. If you don't have, it will go to this. That's not a problem. Let's say if you don't have int, where it will go, let's see. Sorry. If you don't have int, okay, will it go to long or will it go to integer? It will go to long. Okay. So how does it determine Java? So if you put 10, so first thing it will check is if int is present. Matching int function is present in overloading. So this is the order. Okay. Then it will check whether It's extendable types. Extendable types means like uh, not the exactly word is extendable. It's like in which it can be casted easily. Primitive data types may only float, double, long. Okay, so let's say if you have something like this, so you can only just put and check double if you put, which it will. It is going to long. Short if you put, it is going to long. Byte if you put, it is going to long. So int after int, long is a priority. Okay, let's remove long. Okay, it is going to integer. So byte is not coming in the sequence. Integer is a priority. Okay, let's put float. Okay, float is before integer. Okay, let's put double. Double is before integer. So in between float and double, if you want to check, just put two functions. Okay, float is before double. So this is the order. Okay, and so first it will check for exact match. Okay, if exact match is not there, it will check for its primitive data types, whether it can be casted to them. Okay, so int can be casted to long. It is like upcasting. So int is having 32 bits. It cannot be stored in a short or byte because they have lesser bits. That's why short and byte you are not able to see. Okay. Now int can be casted to long because it has 64 bits. Float and double because zero point 0. Okay. So first in primitive data types only it will search. If it is not able to find any function which is of matching primitive data types, then it will go to object of that type. Okay. It will try to box. Okay. It will try to box itself. Auto box. That is a definition we have seen. Auto boxing. Okay. So it will try to do auto boxing. Okay. Let's try to do something like this. Instead of integer, I have double like this. Float like this, which it will take. It will take this integer because int direct auto boxing is for integer. Okay. Let's remove this int as well. Okay. It is giving error. So you cannot auto box to float or double. That is not possible. Let's put long and check. Will long work? Long also won't work. So auto boxing is only possible only for its own type, int ka integer. Okay, this is I am explaining in terms of overloading. Okay, only in case of overloading. Okay, so this is the rule. First, it will check for int. If you just put 10, you have not put any type. If you put type, it's different. You have casted to some type, it's different. But if you just put 10, then this is the rule. First, it will check if the int function is there. Print first. So if you put 10, what will happen? It will check print int definition. If function like this exists. Okay? If function like this does not exist, print. It will check for long. If this is not does not exist, print. Okay? It will check for double. Float, sorry, float first. Print double. Then it will check for double. Then it will try to auto box. Okay? Then there is one more thing called var args. Okay? Var args. That means variable argument. So if you do something like this, I'll just give you an example. Let's say this is, let's remove everything. Let's just keep int. Okay. Now let's put something else. Public void print int dot 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 I system dot out dot println. So this is different concept. Don't worry. Var args int. Okay. So let's comment this. Okay. So first int, then long definition, then float, then double, then integer, then var args. So this is the order. Okay. So var args, what is this? If you put three dots between argument, that means variable number of arguments you can pass. So you can pass 10, 20, 30, any number of it, 50, 40, 50, anything. Okay? So if nothing of these sort matches, it will check if something like variable arguments are there or not. Okay? So you can pass 40, you can pass 30, you can pass 20, you can pass 10. Okay? If you pass 10, it is checking whether this int is there. So it will check in this order only always. So let's say if you have something of integer, okay, then also this is only checking. Whereas it will not go. So the order is this. Okay? Just remember this. This will be helpful in tricky question. So what did we learn? For a literal, if you are overriding, the overriding order depends on this functions which are present. So first check if int is there, exact match. This is treated as int by default. Okay, not bot, not byte, not short. Okay, clear? Any doubts? So answer will be int because int function will be called. We are printing int. Okay. Next question. What will be the output of the following Java program? Already it's 8. I wanted to do one problem as well. It's taking so much time. Okay, I'll just finish this. So this is also having same concept. Can you tell me whether this will compile first or not? So what is the difference here from the first question? This is static. That is the difference. Every other thing is same. If you are doing upcasting, you're trying to print. Okay, this is static. So static methods cannot be overridden. Okay, so it is if it is not overridden, that means this is different new method. Okay, so this concept is called method hiding or what it is called early binding. Okay, we are telling compiler whatever it is, just print this. So it will print one. Let's test this out. I'll also check. Okay, what is the public class? Test, again test. So let's put test 3 now. Okay. Okay, let's see what it prints. So from the compilation itself, it is telling this will print 1. Okay, because this is highlighted. 1. Okay, clear. If we remove static, what happens? What will print? 2 will be printed. That is polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Okay, clear on this? We cannot have parent method and this as static. Okay, so what it is telling, static method print in base subclass cannot override instance method in parent class. So you cannot use static for these words, but can you use final? You can use final. So final is not a problem, but you cannot use static here because this is dependent on object, but this is static means it's not dependent on object. This cannot be static because it's the definition is same. Okay, clear? Okay. So what it will print? It will print 1. So next question. What will be what did we learn here? In static, in case of static, this will print 1 because it's called method hiding or early binding. We have seen this in the class. Okay, what will be the output of the following program? Parent, child, class name, class name. Runtime error, compile time error. Parent or child, what will be printed? Okay, let's see. This is a simple example. Okay, so I am creating test 4. Let's just paste that and change this to test 4. I'll remove this. Okay, so what is the error? So it is telling error. Why? It is giving what error? Let's run. Okay, while compiling itself, build failed. Java.class name, child cannot override class name, attempting to assign weaker class access privileges was public. So parent class has public keyword, child class has not keyword. It will look like very simple ki haan, runtime polymorphism, parent dot class name should print child. That's all, you'll mark child and come. But you will have to see this. If it is public, this should be public. If you even if you use protected, it will fail. Okay? It cannot be protected. It will be public. Should be public. Then it will run. Okay? So what will be the error? It will be compile time. With while compiling itself, it will know this is a problem. Okay? Not runtime. So compile time is the answer. Last question of this, then we'll go for a project. What will be the output of the following code? Okay? So we have demo here, and we are using short S10 demo, new demo of S. So which demo will be called? Let's see this. Okay? So what was the class? Test only, right? Test 5. Okay? Okay? So let's print. What happens? It is printing int. It's not printing short. Why? Because this is not a constructor. They have put same name as class name. This is a method. This is returning a data type. Don't get confused on these things. Just see carefully everything. Each and every word, it's very, very important. Okay? Just for confusing, they have put your method name as same as class name. So you can do something like this. Demo.demo. Okay? With S. Again, you call with S. This will print short. Okay? Int and short. It is printing int and short. I'll just run that again. Int and short. Okay, so this is a function. This is a constructor. So when you are creating a new object, constructor will be called. So if it is short, since short is less than int, so number of bytes, so it can be easily casted to int. So it will find this constructor, it will print the int. Okay, so int is the answer. Be careful on each and every word because the definition changes. Okay, if it was no void, let's say it's not a function. Now what will be printed here? Short will be printed because these are two constructors. And the best match for short S is short. This will be printed. Okay? So based on the one word, that void changed a lot of things. ठीक है, this void. ठीक है, so let's do a project, small project in class. We have half an hour, we'll be able to complete this, I think. I'll drink water, give me a minute. Everyone just tell one thing, is the practice problems clear, tricky questions clear, did it increase your understanding of the concept? Aditi, Pavan, Arvind, just tell yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ठीक है, so how many of you tried booking Coldplay yesterday? ठीक है, that was a really a mess for a lot of people. You would have seen online lot of things. ठीक है, so let's do some problem based on that. ठीक है, so we are telling define an interface, create an interface bookable with these methods: book ticket, cancel ticket, and this is, they are given the definition. Okay, that's the interface you have to create. Create an abstract class. So abstract class concept you have to create that implements bookable. Okay, this class should have properties: concert name, venue, where it is happening, number of available tickets. Okay, an abstract method get details returns concert ka details. Okay, now you have to create concrete classes. So sorry for this formatting, it's little here and there. So you have to create two concrete classes: VIP concert and regular concert. So there will be VIP seat and regular seat. Okay, that will derive, that will extend from these concert class. Okay, so ticket price will be higher here, and number of VIP tickets should be limited. So number of available tickets also will be limited. Okay, and regular concert price. Okay, this is just the concert classes. Now we have to create a booking logic. So create a class ticket booking system with a method book concert ticket, and you will tell which type of concert you want to go to. Okay, and you will cancel concert ticket, you will give concert ticket, you will give number of tickets. Okay, so what it is telling, demonstrate polymorphism in the main method, create instances of VIP concert and regular concert, use the ticket booking system to book and cancel ticket for both type of concert, demonstrating polymorphism by treating both concert types as bookable. So you want to treat them as bookable, you don't want to write here VIP concert or something, or just concert. Okay, so now let's do this project. Is this an interesting project? Yes or no? Understood the question, right? Okay, so let's create a project package only, new package. Okay, concert booking system. Okay, so they are telling first create an interface. I'll create an interface, bookable. Okay, so what are they telling? Book tickets. So book tickets will return void, or let's return string, successful or not successful, something like that. Book tickets. So whenever you see something like that, you will have to determine what should be the return data type. Okay, so book ticket, what is it asking? Int number of tickets to book. Okay, so by default in an interface, what did I tell? All methods will be abstract, all variables will be static and final. Okay, so cancel ticket, same again in cancel ticket, whether it's successfully cancelled or not. Okay, int number of tickets. Get ticket price. Okay, so get ticket price should be returning double, get ticket price. Okay, it will return the price of the ticket. So this is an interface now. Any class that implements this interface must implement these functions. Clear? So we have created a bookable interface. Now what it is asking, create an abstract class concept that implements bookable. Okay, let's create that concept abstract class. So we need abstract class here. Okay, what it is telling, it should implement bookable. Implements bookable. Okay, why it's not giving error? Because it's abstract class. You no need to implement all the functions here. Okay. Now what it is telling? It should have properties, concert name, venue, and available tickets. Okay. So it should have properties like concert name, okay, venue, where it is happening, okay, and available tickets. Let's keep it as int available tickets. Okay. Clear? An abstract method has to be created. Get details, returns concert details. Okay. So we have to create an abstract method as well. Abstract void get details. So it will print all the concert details. Let's not put it will return concert details. So let's put string. Okay. Clear? Any doubts? Anyone seeing any issues with these things? Okay. Clear? Now let's do the remaining questions. VIP concert and regular concert. So let's create new classes. VIP concert. Okay. And I'll also create another class, regular concert. Okay. So VIP concert. In VIP concert, what are they telling? Derive from concert. So let's extend from concert. Simple. They are giving what you have to do. Okay. Now it is telling error because we have to implement the methods. So everything I want to implement. Okay, you have to implement all these things. Book ticket from bookable, cancel ticket from bookable, get ticket price from bookable, and get details from this. Okay. Now you know there is a concert name, venue, and available tickets. Okay, let's create a constructor as well. So this is regular concert. Regular concert. What? String concert name, string venue, okay, int available tickets. This dot concert name is equal to concert name. This dot venue is equal to venue. This dot available tickets is equal to available tickets. Okay, so let's keep like something like this. Let's not implement these for now. Clear till now? Same thing you have to do for VIP concert as well. Okay, if I click VIP concert, extends concert. Okay, now regular concert ka you just copy paste everything. And here just put VIP concert. Clear till now? Any doubts? Okay, now let's tell implement booking logic. Create a ticket class, ticket booking system. Okay, now let's create a class. Ticket booking system. Okay, what it is telling? Two function, book concert ticket, cancel concert ticket. Two functions. Public void book con. Let's take a string successful something like that. Book concert ticket. Okay, bookable concert and int number of tickets. ठीक है, what will be the problem? We will see, don't worry. Cancel, same thing for cancel. ठीक है, let's keep this as concept only. The question they have given bookable, but there might be some problem in bookable as well. No, let's keep bookable. Sorry, I was getting confused. From this you will understand why bookable is, why we should not keep concept or bookable. Let's keep bookable. ठीक है, so this is our ticket booking system. Now let's create a main function. ठीक है, here what we will do, we will have a main function, and here we'll book all the tickets. ठीक है, so now let's implement each of the functions which we will have to implement. ठीक है, so first thing to note, is available tickets dependent on class object? Is available tickets dependent on class object? No, right? It is like the what we have seen, number of students, total number of students in a school. Okay, so for each concert, available tickets will be same. Okay, for regular concert, let's say, okay, something like this. Okay, now let's consider you are writing this code only for Coldplay. You have two types of seat. There was multiple for Coldplay, but you have only two types of seat. Let's consider that. One is regular, one is VIP zone. Okay, VIP has proper seating, the proper view, and regular will have proper standing experience around VIP podium. Okay, and there is a stage in front. Okay, let's keep like that. So number of available tickets will not depend on instance on of object, or will it depend? Okay, if we are considering it is just a Coldplay concert, it will not depend. If it can be, you are creating a concert system for, let's say, booking system for Diljit Dosanjh or Coldplay or any concert that is coming, then it will depend, because for each concert that it will be different. Okay, so let's not keep this as static for now. Okay, we will model two concerts then, one Diljit Dosanjh and one Coldplay. Okay, because these are the two famous concerts that's coming. Okay, so let's keep like this. Clear? Okay, now book ticket. Let's implement book ticket. Okay, so in book tickets, I want to see if a particular person is trying to book more than 4 tickets, then we should not allow. Okay, this is one rule. If number of tickets is greater than 4, return not allowed. Okay, in the app it will show, if he clicks 4, it will not be, it will show, it will not allowed. Okay, else if, next what will be the condition? If number of tickets is greater than this dot available tickets, return out of stock. Okay, or sold out. Okay, you can do something like this, string, you can return something like this, sold out, available tickets are available tickets are, you can add available tickets. Okay, so you can return something like this. Else what you have to do? this dot available tickets minus equals, because you'll have to reduce number of tickets, okay, and then what? Return successfully booked. Okay. If by chance, if someone has put something like negative numbers, if number of tickets is less than zero, less than equal to zero, so zero also doesn't make sense. Return input valid number. Okay. And not allowed booking for more than 4 is not allowed. Okay, let's have a descriptive message so that it's easier for them to understand. Successfully booked. Okay, what here you have to actually in the actual system you have to get the ticket, put all the names and generate QR code and queue. So you are not going to that complexity. We are just doing this. Clear? So book ticket is implemented. What happens for cancel ticket? What happens if someone cancels the ticket? Okay. So cancel tickets mean you don't have any restrictions ki how many are canceling, because you are booked, you have always booked in batches of 4. So if you, even if you press cancel, you can press maximum for 4. Okay. You can just do this dot available tickets plus equals number of cancelled tickets, because now available tickets will become more. Okay. Or you can just have something like, are you sure you want to cancel? That dialog box also you can have. Okay. Return cancelled. Okay. One check you have to add is number of, if it is less than 0. Is less than 0, because we are putting type as 0 int. If it was some type, you have defined positive int. Okay. If there was some type you have defined, so you are sure that positive numbers only will come, then you don't have to handle this. Okay. So these are not, these conditions will not come as requirement. These conditions you will have to handle based on how you have designed the system, because you are inputting as int. You have to handle this. If someone puts -10, from the app it won't come. Let's say from the backend, if there is an API and someone like wantedly put -10, okay, so your logic will get fully wrong. Okay, so just handle return input valid number. Okay, clear? Okay, now let's see ticket price. Okay, so if it is, ticket price will depend on concert. So this is a regular concert. This is a regular concert. Okay, so ticket price will depend on concert. Okay, if concert name is equal to this dot concert name is equal to Diljit Dosanjh, then return, let's say it is 2000. Okay, regular price. Else, okay, else if this dot concert name is equal to Coldplay, okay, return 4000. Okay, let's say else you will have to raise error actually here. Okay, but I am just system dot out dot println. I am doing a print. Okay, I am doing invalid concert. Okay, return 0. Okay, if some invalid concert is there, just print and return 0. Okay, what it is telling, string values are compared using this. We have to use equals always for objects. Okay, let's do equals, or else the comparison will always give false. Clear? So get ticket price is done. Now get details. You will have to get concert details. So you will do return concert name is equal to, you can use concert name plus this dot concert name, okay, comma concert, okay, we are almost time. I'll just finish this. Concert venue is equal to this dot concert venue, this dot venue. Here I haven't added plus, that's why it's giving this error. Okay, plus number of available tickets, number of available tickets is equal to this dot available tickets. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, so we have did this for regular concert. Okay, now what will be the change for VIP concert? Okay, everything remains same, only the price will change. Okay, so VIP concert, let's put everything same. So here we are creating multiple concepts. So you can create something like Diljit Dosanjh concert, some other class only. Okay, there you don't need this concert name and all. So based on your implementation, things might change. So VIP concert mein the difference will be, what will be the difference? Price. So let's keep this as 4,000, this is 8,000. Okay, rest remains same. Now to get booking system, you have to book and cancel ticket. Okay, so what you have to do? Return concert dot book ticket, number of tickets. Okay, and here concert dot book ticket, not book, cancel ticket, number of tickets. Okay, now you have ticket booking system. Let's create things. Everything is implemented, correct? Let's create things. Let's create 4 concerts, 2 concerts, regular and VIP of both, and ticket booking system. First, let me create ticket booking system is equal to new ticket booking system. Because since ticket booking system, it doesn't depend on object. We can put everything static here. Let's put static. Okay, it doesn't depend on object. Nothing is there for it to depend on object. So we don't have to create object like this. We can just call ticket booking system dot. Okay, let's create concerts first. Regular concert is equal to regular concert is equal to new regular concert of Diljit Dosanjh. Okay, venue is in Delhi. Okay, you can have different venues as well now. Available tickets, let's say I have created a concert in Delhi, there are 1,000 tickets available, only 1,000. Okay, now let's do what we can do. Can we do ticket booking system dot book concert ticket of regular concert, and 4 tickets I have to book. Okay, now let's print few things. I'm trying to book 5. Okay, I'm trying to book -10. Okay, and I'm trying to cancel 2. ठीक है. And one more thing, ticket booking dot, not ticket booking, regular concert dot available tickets. So just we'll print this as well at the last. What happens? Let's see. So I'm not adding other concepts, but just let's see for this. We will have something like regular concert system dot, let's print other things as well, what you have given. Regular concert dot get details and get ticket price. Okay, let's print what happens. What it is telling, identifier expected. So I have written double at the rate, which is wrong. Okay, now let's print. Where was the main class? Okay, so let's print this because we have returned the print. Sorry. Now let's just print and okay. So first successfully booked because we have a concept for. Okay. Next is regular concert में 5 I'm trying to book. Booking for more than 4 is not allowed. So successfully booked 4 means 1000 में 4 गया 996. Okay. Now I'm booking for 10 minus 10 input valid number. It is telling to input valid number. Now I'm cancelling for 2. So 996 minus 2 plus cancel for 2, 998 should be available tickets. So available tickets is 998. Get details. Concert name Diljit Dosanjh, concert venue Delhi, number of available tickets is 998. And get ticket price 2000. Okay. So this is how you create a whole small project like this. Create an interface, creating abstract classes, creating its objects, creating booking logic. Okay. And how are we demonstrating polymorphism here? Okay, here you are passing concept, but the ticket booking system actually is taking bookable. It is taking parent interface type. Okay, so why you are just doing bookable? So we don't want our ticket booking system to access variables like concert dot available tickets. Okay, so this will not be available. If it was like concert, let's say, okay, so this will be available. So book concert tickets can change available tickets that we don't want to do. So we can keep bookable. Okay, only the functions we are allowed are book ticket, cancel ticket, get details, get ticket price. Only this thing. Get details also is not available. Get details, not available. Get ticket price is available. Okay, so now this class can only access whatever is this type. Okay, so that's why we kept bookable. And since runtime polymorphism will be happened based on the object type that is passed. Okay, based on the object type, we are passing regular concert here. This is the object we have created. Bookable will execute regular concert ka functions. Okay, clear? Okay, now let's try to book. Any doubts? I think it's time up already. Okay, Aditi, Pavan, Arvind, any doubts? Okay, what did we learn? We learned 9 questions, tricky questions today, each of them associated with one concept. Okay, how people can trick you. Okay, what is your job? Your job is to see each and every word very carefully. Okay. Second, we have seen one small sample project, how to build a project from scratch. Okay, this is not a very detailed project, but this shows what goes into a project. How are things designed? What and all you have to keep as interfaces? What you have to keep an abstract classes? Here in the problem, you are given all those things. Okay. In when you are actually working, you will tell create concert ticket booking system. That's all. In an interview, you can ask this. You can be asked, create concert ticket booking system. You will have to decide what interfaces you have to keep, what abstract classes you have to keep. Okay? What objects you have to create. All those things you will have to decide. Okay? So this will give you a rough idea how you should design this. So designing part you will learn when you're working. Don't worry about that. Slowly you will learn. But the problem is how if you are given a task, some senior engineer has designed these things for you, will you be able to implement? That is very important. Okay. So and one more thing, we can go as many as details as possible. So here you can, if multiple people are trying to book at the same time, how will you lock available tickets? Okay. So multiple people at the same time, if you are doing, if they change available tickets should be single copy, right? If the system is running at two machines, so available ticket should be a single copy. Okay? How you will connect to DB and update available tickets? If someone else is trying to book, they should not update that available tickets. Okay? Who came first? They should first update the available tickets. Then second one should come. So yesterday while booking Coldplay, you might have heard people are going in queue. So you can have a queue. Okay? So you can make this more and more complex as it goes on. I have added just functions like get ticket price, but you can have payment interface where you can actually get paid, do the payment. You can have multiple seating types in cold, like it was in Coldplay, like in Dosanjh there was gold, silver, okay, multiple venues, okay. So based on that, you can increase the complexity as you go on. So once you learn more in the course, we will see little more complex projects as we are moving forward. So we might connect with a DB and store things in DB. Okay, so something like that we will do. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, I'm already 4 minutes. Sorry for extending the class, but I just want to finish. I wanted to finish this with this note. Okay, chalo, bye bye. Thanks for joining.